God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. So you remember there are 10 commandments that God gave us through the people of Israel. And the first commandment says, I am your God. You shall not have other gods besides me. So we have only one God, and we have to adore him, to worship him. Now the people at that time, when Moses was speaking to God at the mountain, they made their own God. So the Lord said to Moses, hurry back down. Those people you led out of Egypt are acting like fools. They have already stopped obeying me and have made themselves an idol in the shape of a young bull. So they had their God to worship. So they were breaking the first commandment, thou shalt not have other gods besides me. So God was not happy. He wanted to punish them. And Moses now is asking God to forgive them. And he says, remember the solemn promise you made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You promised that someday they would have as many descendants as they are stars in the sky, and that you would give them the land. Now, if you punish them, if you kill all of them, how are we going to have the descendants like the stars? Then God forgave them. See, when we come to God, when we are truly sorry for what we have done, he forgives us. This time of Lent is especially the time to reflect ourselves, our relationship with God. If I always put God first in my life, in one way or another, did I have something else to adore as God? You know, for instance, on Sundays, we know that we have to worship God. The third commandment says, honor the Sabbath. But we sometimes have things to do. If we do something beside worshiping God, that is our God. So we break the first commandment and the third at the same time. Do we have some time for God? If we don't at all, and we do other things, those things will be our gods. If we take the time for God to give something else, it is not like the people whom Moses led in the desert. They had their idol as their God. We have other forms of idols in our lives. So let us ask ourselves today, what is it that prevents us from worshiping God? What is it that takes a lot of our times that we don't give our time to God? And in the gospel, Jesus says, he uses here truth, but in most of our books there, you're going to read testimony, testify. So Jesus says, my works testify that I love God. And you see what Jesus did. He did good deeds to heal the people, to feed the hungry, to take care of others. So he says, my works testifies my love to God. How about our work? What we do, all those things we are doing, do they testify our love to God and one another? When we go to our school here, the door of our principal there is a beautiful banner there written, "Do small things with great love." And most of our classes are like that. We have those writings. Small things with love will testify our love to God. So let us continue to do small things with great love, because those things we do will testify our love to God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.